Before joining Preschool All Stars, she was unfulfilled. After joining Preschool All Stars, she has 6 kids enrolled in her 8-week summer enrichment program. Now she feels more inspired to continue working in her field she loves with purpose and reignited passion, right? That's awesome. Tonight, she's going to speak about doing it all, how to organize your tasks and master your time without getting overwhelmed. Time management, guys. How many did I see in Preschool All Stars talking about how to get it all done? This is the speaker for you with time management. So make sure you got your workbooks out. We're going to learn great nuggets from Miss Sharonda Gray. Please welcome her. Thank you.
Hey, All Stars. Hello, 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 hello. I am so excited to be here this evening. Almost didn't make it, y'all. Almost didn't make it. But thank God I'm here. I am here with you all in person, live, ready to share my little bit of information with you. And hopefully it will be very helpful. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, hopefully you can see that. All right, awesome, awesome. So my charge for you tonight is doing it all, how to organize your tasks, master your time without getting overwhelmed. Key right there, getting overwhelmed.
Are you always running late for things and forgetting all the important stuff you have to do and just stressed? Well, listen, we got you. Stay tuned.
All right, awesome. Oops, sorry. All right, so is that you? I see you. I know it's you. I understand and I got you. All right. So when we look at time, most people take for granted the things they do every day. But the truth is, the amount of success you have with managing your time and getting things done really just depends on your habits. So my question to you tonight will be, what kind of habits do you have? What kind of habits do you have? Think about that for a moment and then hold on to that thought, because hopefully I can help you answer that question honestly at the end of this session. So think about that for a moment, ponder it. If you want, you can think it out loud. You can put it in the chat, however you feel comfortable in doing it. But hopefully I can help you answer that in a genuine way by the end of this session. Because tonight, my goal is to introduce 5 key ways to create better habits. 5 key ways to create better habits. Because we definitely want to have a new perspective on managing your time without getting overwhelmed so that we can effectively do it all. So we're going to take a look at these habits. Our first one is be intentional, okay? Make a to-do list. And not the typical to-do list where you write everything down and nothing seems to make sense and it still looks and feels overwhelming. Way of doing and handling that. Then you're going to do and preferably the preschool planner, because Miranda did an excellent job in breaking that down. And it also has an area where you can actually take the to-do list from that planner and kind of make a copy of it and make your own little book with it so that you can keep a track of it. Because the one thing that I am going to suggest at the end of this, once you kind of get a gist of how to do a to-do list, is kind of just keep it, because I hold on to my to-do list and I go back over them, okay, and check through them. So, so if you grab the preschool planner, that will be a great tool to start off with, first and foremost, okay? All right, so we want to get a rough list of things to do. All right. First, I put finish the hub. Who wants to not finish the hub, right? Complete the 30-day challenge. All right. And lastly, clean the house. These are 3 things that we can think about that we off the rip as a group of women here in this system, of all these things that we would need to do. All right. Next, we're going to look at the list again. And then we're going to ask ourselves, is this complete? Finish the hub, complete the 30-day challenge, and clean the house. Is it really complete? Are they actionable? Actionable. Well, what's actionable? Well, because most people write down vague goals that aren't really well defined, and it doesn't seem attainable. And then it still looks overwhelming. So this list right here still looks overwhelming. It really isn't complete, because everything that's in the hub, if you really think about all the things that you would have to do in the hub, right there and right then and there will overwhelm you. The 30-day challenge, all the steps and things that you have to do, and all the guides you have to go through in the 30-day challenge is a lot. Cleaning your house, and if you have a house like I do with 2 and 3, 4 bedrooms, that's a lot. So we want to try to make this list more actionable. Okay, so let's look through the list again. And we're going to try to make this more actionable. When I say actionable, I mean taking these bigger goals and breaking them down into smaller ones. So we're going to look at the first one, finish the hub. But when we look at finish the hub, we're going to say, okay, for today, we're going to do videos 4, 5, and 6. That's all I'm doing today. That's all I want to accomplish for today. And that's what's going to make me feel successful about my list for today. Then we're going to look at the 30-day challenge and say, okay, I can do that, plus get something done in the 30-day challenge. I might do guide 3. All right. After which, looking at guide 3, in my list of cleaning the house, I might do a couple things: vacuum the floor, fold the laundry, and take out the trash. All right. So now we're looking at this list. Okay, this list looks a lot more attainable. This looks a little bit more doable. It looks less intimidating and less overwhelming. All right. And when we do that, this habit will guarantee, once we put this into action, this kind of habit will guarantee you to have better results in your day. All right. Next, my next key is be prioritized. Okay, be prioritized. Schedule your day. So now that you have created this actionable list, to-do list, we're going to try to create a schedule. And then schedule them in time slots. All right, so let's look at that list again that we just created. And for me, if I was to have this as my to-do list, day first thing in the morning. So I would set this up and say, okay, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get up, do what I do for me, and then start off my day with the 3 things that I planned for cleaning the house. After which, I'm going to go through the day. I'm going to look at it and say about 2 o'clock, I can sit down and go through the guide, focus, concentrate without any distractions, and get done. And then lastly, I would probably put finishing the hub at 7 p.m. because you want to focus on listening to the videos. Joy and Beth did a really good job with breaking down how to do these things, and you want to concentrate. So I usually put on my headphones, sit in a quiet space with no distractions, and then I will start listening to the videos. Okay. So once you do that, you can get those things done. All right. And then my next point is be focused. Okay. Oh, and again, back to the point of making our list, scheduling our day, you want to prioritize it with a clear timetable because that will help you to stay focused. Okay. And then it'll actually be more effective in creating that routine for scheduling your day like this so that it will then turn into a habit. All right. And so now we're into our next point, being focused. Give yourself a mental boost. Try to give yourself a mental boost. I know a lot of the presentations today was talking more about your business and what you do for your business, what to do within your business. But really, realistically, we need to focus on ourselves and how we can help center ourselves and get ourselves together so that we can be mentally clear for our business. So we got to do things for ourselves to help ourselves. Okay. And then the older we get, the energy and the motivation just won't come easily. It don't come easily. I'm 50 years old and I have to do things now that I wouldn't have had to do if I was 20 and 30 years old. But for 50, I need to do everything I can to get myself going. And so you want to think about those things for yourself. So I started replacing my breakfast with protein packed powder drinks in the morning. And this helps me get that boost, and it helps me get through the day and gives me the energy I need, and it doesn't weigh me down. And being that I'm a morning person, I do most of the things that I know will take a lot of more of my energy during that time. And so I use this to help me get started. And so whatever that is for you, it could be meditation, drinking the protein drink. It could be meditation, whatever it is, exercising with a buddy, whatever that is for you. Try to make it consistent so that you can continue to do that to help keep yourself mentally energized. And once you get into a routine of fueling your body and doing these things for yourself, this will turn into a habit and then prime yourself for a successful day. Next, next point is be structured. Okay. Try to create a morning routine. Set a consistent time to wake up, regardless if you're a morning person or not. Try to stick to it because it works. I'm just giving you tips and keys that helps me on a daily basis be more effective in my day as I've grown and learned and gotten stronger and better in doing those things and handling more. Because the more organized and managed you are with your time and handling yourself, the more you can handle coming in, whether it's planned or not. All right. And then try to decrease your distractions by reviewing your to-do list. That's why you do the to-do list. I'd also suggest sometimes doing a to-do list the night before so that you have it ready for yourself in the morning and then put it up where you can see it. If that be in the bathroom, on your mirror, or on your vanity in the mirror, whatever it is for you, or on by your nightstand, wherever that is for you, put it there so that you have it ready and that you know what you're faced with for the next day. Okay. And again, if you want that head start, I really suggest try waking up a little earlier than usual, because if you do this routine consistently, it will turn into a habit and it'll give you your time back and it'll help you to manage it better. Trust me, I'm speaking from my own experience. It will help you to get that time back and you will definitely be able to manage your day much, much better. All right, for one of my last key points, try to be self-aware. Try to be self-aware. Um, Train your brain. When I say train your brain, I mean give yourself things to say to yourself, to do for yourself, to think for yourself so that you're motivating yourself. It's intrinsic. It's nothing that you're getting from the outside, from social media. You don't want to base your motivation on how many likes you get from your posts. You don't want to do that because you're going to get discouraged. You're going to get discouraged. You're going to get unmotivated and you're going to feel defeated. So try to train your brain to give yourself grace, okay? Give yourself grace. Give yourself a little grace because, we need to give ourselves permission to forgive our mistakes or missteps, because you can always try it again. Because remember, no one is perfect. We all in this journey together. We're all trying to put our best foot forward. We're all trying to do what we can to be the better versions of ourselves every day. And sometimes that takes every day. Sometimes that takes moments within the day. But whatever it is, give yourself grace and permission to mess up and start again. Okay. And then give yourself a little recognition, because checking off items on your to-do list, that's huge and it's an achievement. So try to celebrate that when you can. A lot of times I use my checklist to go back over it and I hold on to them and I look at all the checklists that I was able to check off for a day and say, yay, I did that. And I date it and everything. And I say, on Tuesday, I was able to get all this done. That's awesome. And if you haven't, and you circle it, say, okay, I got to get this done, but I didn't get a chance to get it done today. So I'm going to put it on the next day. So you write it on, that'd be the first thing you do on the next day. And then you give yourself permission to do that and be okay with it. So celebrate those small achievements. It's very important to do that. All right. And then next, respect yourself. Remember, you're human and you're not Superwoman. All right. You're not Superwoman. I don't care if that song is out there and it's the #1 hit. You're not Superwoman. You're only a human being who can do but so much. And you got to understand your limits and you got to be real about them, because we all have them. And when it's time to check out, check out. Okay. When it's time to take it down, it's enough is enough. I don't care if you do have a to-do list. Your body is spent, your mind is spent, your spirit is spent. Take it down and be okay with it and say, you know what? I couldn't get it done today, but I'll try it again tomorrow. And be okay with it and give yourself respect to do that. Okay. And so now that we come to our last point of the evening, I want to kind of go back and reflect on my previous question to you. Thinking about all that I just said this evening, what kind of habits do you have? What kind of habits do you have? And hopefully you were able to answer this question for yourself in an honest way after listening to some of the key pointers that I gave you tonight, and then reflect on how you can continue if you already have these habits, which will be great, because then you can just kind of continue and confirm that you are doing what you need to do to manage your time and not get overwhelmed and continue to do it all. But then, or how to replace and accommodate for some new ones. You want to think about what I just suggested, some of the key points. And if you only was able to take out of it that I can do a better to-do list for myself so I don't get overwhelmed, then that's where you start. Okay, that's where you start. And so hopefully you was able to answer this question. I know I kind of went through it pretty fast, but hopefully you was able to answer this question on what kind of habits I have as a person. And when I look back at it during the day, am I efficient with what I do, or do I need some more help on how I become more efficient with my time so I can better manage my time and better get things done better in a day? Okay. So I appreciate you listening. I hope this was helpful for you tonight to become a better version of yourself and managing your time differently. and efficiently so you can develop some better habits and continue doing it all. Thank you so much.
If you loved today's episode, then you are going to love this. I want to give you a free gift in your hands. This is a copy of my book, Start Your Preschool, and I want to get it to you for free. Yes, I said for free. It is a 300-page book. It'll help you learn the step-by-step process to actually starting your local or your online preschool. Every single step that I walked myself through, as well as the thousands of women who've created their own successful preschools, have gone through the exact steps listed in this book. Not to mention, I also share 20 amazing women's stories. So you can see how not only did it work for me, but it works for amazing women just like you as well. I want to get you this free copy. Just go to freepreschoolbook.com or click the link in the description and we'll get it to you today. Again, just go to freepreschoolbook.com and we'll get it right to you.